Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews, coming back at you again this week with another Bible review. This week it's kind of it's not really a 2-for-1 Bible review, but we are going to review a couple of things here. I have recently found myself here of late wanting to be, when I'm reading my Bible and everything, for those of you that don't know, the ESV is my primary, I guess you could say. I guess really it's my 1A translation. And the reason why it is because my church and my pastor uses the ESV. Well, my 1B is the LSB. I've been recording a podcast with Lee Jones of Reformed Meditations. He does a variety of things on his podcast, and every once in a while I'm on there. Right now, he and I are going through the book of Hebrews, and we use the LSB. Well, the more I read it, the more I like it. So it's made its way up to where it's, right there. What I've decided to do, of course, we're coming to the end of the year here, and I'm doing a read-through, in a year on the Bible. And, of course, I'll start over again January 1. Well, when I do, I'm going to go with the LSB this time. Instead of using the ESV, I'm going to read through the Bible next year using the LSB. But this week, what I'm doing, those of you that don't know, 316publishing.com, which is where you can buy the LSB, they had a special for the month of October that ran through October 31st, which was Reformation Day, where if you bought one of the LSB Handy Size hardcover 5 Solas edition, you got a journal with the Bella paper of their choosing. Well, me being a Reformed guy, being a Presbyterian, of course, I love this one because it's John Calvin. And I hope the camera picks that up. But it says, I didn't choose the Reformed life, it chose me. So even if you're not Reformed and you watch this, you have to appreciate that. And then it's got a blurb in the back of it here about John Calvin. But the Bella paper, I've been curious about these journals, and it's got one of these quotes here in the front. But I've been really curious about these journals, and I thought, well, I get that for free. So, yeah, I went ahead and got it. And I ordered my wife one of the calendars they had, too. But we'll get into the Bible in a minute. I just want to show you this journal real quick. But these journals are really, really nice. If you are, I haven't written in this one, of course, but if you're a journal person, then I say you should pick one of these up. They've got several different options on their website. You can get a 2-pack, actually, which would be this one, and the other one would be the Martin Luther, which is a brown color, for $9.89. That's pretty cheap. There's 64 pages in each one of them. So, I think it's a really good price for, those 2 journals. But anyway, but they have other ones for sermon notes. They have ancient Christian symbols. They have, they have some that have like floral designs. They have hymns for the soul. They have different kinds. So, get on there and check that out. I'll leave a link down below for the Bella Paper journals, and then also for the Bible. But anyway, but that's the journal. So that's the first part, the first part of the video. And look, that looks like that's something. Yeah, it's a sewn binding. But anyway, all right, we'll put that off the side. Here's what we're here to review this week. I already have a handy size edition of the LSB. If you look back on one of my previous videos, or if you've watched before, you'll see I have the red cowhide edition. But those of you that, like I said, I am Reformed, and I'm all about the Solas. I love the 5 Solas. That's what I had Jeffrey Rice at Post Tenebras Lux, when he rebound my ESV preaching Bible. When he did it for me, I had him put the Solas down the spine. So when this one came out, I was like, I gotta have this one. Now this Bible it's so neat. It is a let me see. It is a hardback edition, but it's not your typical hardback edition. It is, this is like almost like a leather type hardback with it. But it is a very pretty Bible for it to be a cheaper Bible. It's only $57.99 on their website right now. And like I say, I'll leave it linked down below. But as you can see, you've got this, this looks like an old school hardback book. You got this design on it here. You've got the LSB logo. You've got the Holy Bible written on the front. And I like how it's written, how it's stamped in there. That's a very different font and everything. And then on your spine, you've got your stamping of the 5 solas, which of course we have Sola Scriptura, Sola Fide, Sola Gratia, Sola Christos, and Sola Deo Gloria. And then on the back, it's plain. You don't have anything on the back. But, yeah, it's got this beautiful gold gilding on it. But let me show you this. It also has red undergold. It has art gilding. Now, when you open it up, it is a hardback, so it does have just a plain paste down liner, which is fine. And then you got a couple of end sheets here, well, 3 to be exact, out of the thicker paper. And then you've got a plain page here. And then you've got your title page, Legacy Standard Bible, Handy Size Edition. And you've got your foreword. Now, what's neat about this is that this was printed in the Netherlands by Royal Youngblood. So the text block is excellent. And it is squared off, as you can see here, like a regular hardback is. But man, this thing, it is incredible. It comes with 3 ribbons. As you can see, 1 black, 1 gold, and 1 red. They're not the super thick Beresford type ribbons or anything, but they're perfect for this Bible. And what I love about this Bible, as you guys know, it is a single column verse by verse, which is my layout of choice. I really like how it's done. I really hope that this translation takes off. And let me tell you why. I'm not a MacArthur fanboy, so don't think that's why I'm saying that. I have benefited greatly from John MacArthur and his ministry throughout the years. I don't have an issue with MacArthur or anything, but this is not a MacArthur Bible. I know some people that think that way. I've seen talk of that on the internet where people won't even give it a shot because they think it's a MacArthur Bible. It's not a MacArthur Bible. When Lockman decided to do an update of the New American Standard 1995, which they gave us the New American Standard 2020 edition, MacArthur's team at Masters Seminary or Master University, they reached out. Anyway, they wanted to do an update of the NASB. There were some things they thought it could say better. So basically, this is an update also of the NASB 95. And those of you that know, in the Old Testament, it does use the proper name for God. It does say Yahweh, which people are torn on that. You either have people that are 100% for it or 100% against it. I haven't seen people kind of fall either, fall in the middle. I'm for it. I don't have a problem with it saying Yahweh. But and then also in the New Testament, it translates doulos from, like the ESV uses bondservant. Well, this actually says slave, which is what the word means. And I know slave in this day and age especially has negative, can make you feel a certain type of way when you hear it, but that's not what it's talking about. It's not talking about slavery in America and how we, in other parts of the world, and how, awful it is. It means to be a slave, like being, held captive to someone. It means it in a good way, if you will. Like being a slave for Christ means that you'll do anything for him. But anyway, back to the Bible. That's kind of my little bit of a rant there. But this is the same exact layout. If you have a handy size edition of the Legacy Standard, then you already know what to expect. You already know what it's going to look like on the inside. It's no different. It's got the great verse by verse layout. It's got this wonderful paper that's in it and everything. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful text edition. And again, what I like about it is that it is just the text. So you could easily use this as just your preaching Bible or teaching Bible if you're a legacy standard user, because there's no other things in here. And look how flat it lays. Look, I'm already all the way in the back here to Revelation. And it's laying, you know, maybe it wants to come up a little bit, but I've only had it for a week or so. But yeah. And then you get to the back, you have your monetary units and your table of weights and measures. And then you've got, as they've been doing, got all these pages here of the dot matrix paper for extra note-taking if you want to. Forgot how many pages are back here. Let me see if it tells. It doesn't say on the, or does it? Yeah, 46. You get 46 dot matrix pages. This is it's a faux leather overboard cover. I knew I was pretty close on that. It is a 9.5 point font. It is black letter text, of course, with that red, that beautiful red for your verse or chapter numbers and your section headings or your book of the Bible. I can't talk. And your page numbers are red. And then, of course, you have your bold indentation there for your where a paragraph starts over. But yeah, it's Smythe sewn. So if you don't like the, and these are Beresford ribbons, it says. They're just not the thicker ones. Oh, my fault. Anyway, yeah, it's, this is a great Bible. If you want a premium feel Bible, but you don't want to break the bank, and you want an LSB, I think this is worth it. To me, this one is just great. And I, you could throw this in a backpack and not feel bad about doing it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to worry about it getting beat up because it is a hardback, but it's gorgeous. I mean, I think it is. I love this design that's around it, and the LSB logo being blind stamped in there, and then the Holy Bible, the font on that. I just think it's really neat, and it's small. It's not very big. Just to give you an idea, here, I should already have this out. Let me get it out of here's my other LSB. I have the Bible Armor. If you remember, they didn't get boxes because that's when all the shortages and stuff was going on. They couldn't get boxes, but here is the Handy Size in the red. And just to give you an idea of the footprint, here is my first edition Handy Size. And you can see the ribbon differences. Yeah, these are thicker, but that's fine. Like I say, it's great for this. Here is your footprint difference. So you got a little bit of overhang for the yap here, and then you got a little bit up top here. And this one doesn't, they're about the same thickness. But there's your spines and give you a little bit of a difference. Let you see what it looks like. But and of course, this one, being a cowhide edition, it was a bit more expensive, but that's okay. It's supposed to be more expensive. It's premium, but this Bible is great. And like I say, I if you're an LSB person and you're curious about it, I mean, they have other editions. They have, as far as the Handy Size goes, they have a red letter, and they have a Royal Youngblood. They have one on in cowhide. They have one. They have the special edition European paper edition one. Let me see. They have the red letter editions. Now the red letter editions, they have a faux leather that is $34.99, or a hardback, which is $27.99. So it's a linen edition. So you could get one of those. Now, Jeff Rice has been wanting a 2-column verse by verse, and they just came out with one. And he actually just ordered himself a hardcover edition. It was only $17.99. He's already rebounded. So it looks great. But they have a faux leather edition of that for $37.99, and then they have a Edgeline goatskin edition for $165. And that's the 2-column verse by verse. So it's, it's basically the same. It's a 10-point font, so it's a half a point bigger. The one I'm interested in that I'd like to pick up next when I can is going to be the Inside Column Reference Edition. And of course, if possible, I want to get an edge-lined goat skin of it. It's $205. I don't know if I hope I can. We'll see. Hopefully I can pick one up, but it comes in black, a deep brown, a navy, and a burgundy. I think I might go with the deep brown. There's just something about, I've noticed people that got the deep brown. As you guys know, I haven't always been the biggest fan of brown Bibles, but I've grown to love them here of late. And I've noticed people that had the brown Bibles in the LSBs, there's just something about them. They just age well, and they're just pretty. I don't know. I just like them. But anyway, that's it for this week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be a link down below for my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Buy Me a Coffee if you're interested. Like I say, I'm going to leave a link for the journal, for the Bella Paper journals, and I'll leave a link for this particular Bible. And also, hopefully I'll have this up by tomorrow so you can take advantage. But right now, today is day 316 of the year, so they are having a 316-day sale. They have something about it on their blog. They did an update yesterday. And they said Saturday is 316 day because it is the 316th day of 2022. Since we are closed on the weekends, we are setting up our special sale today, which was yesterday, and it will remain active until we arrive back in the office at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday, November the 14th. So the sale they've got going on, I know that if you spend $150, you'll get a one of the New Testament Psalm and Proverbs. New Testament with Psalms and Proverbs. And, their choice of colors that they send out. So I think that's a pretty cool thing. Color and style may vary, and it's one per address per customer. So keep that in mind. But they got some different sales going on right now. But check them out. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I try to stay active on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter. I don't have a Rural Bible Reviews on Twitter, but it's CW Months, and that's CWMUNS if you want to follow me on Twitter. But anyway, that's it for this week, and until next time, grace and peace.